This is sad. This is sad. Crazy year, you know. At the end of the day, Baltimore season ends here. That's just how it is. This is just a pathetic performance. I mean, there's no excuse in this, man. There's no excuse in this.
How the fuck do you cause a neutral zone infraction when you already are fucking losing the game? I don't fucking understand.
How are you spazzing off more than me? You're done.
Good fucking night.
All right,
Like,
bro.
what the fuck?
I like how you spazzing out more than me, and this is my thing. But in all honesty, guys, I'm definitely gonna give my recap after this. Like, another year, another disappointing performance for the Ravens. And you know what? I'm so used to this. I don't really care. Like right now, I'm so tired. I'm very tired. I didn't sleep at all last night. I had to go to work today, and I was looking forward to a good game, and instead I got an absolutely pathetic performance. So, what else to do? You know, the Ravens have been disappointing me for years now, but I still continue to be a fan because that's just what I do. You know, I think this is just the kind of world we're gonna be living in as Ravens fans. You're gonna, and it's funny. It's so ironic. It's so ironic. You have the most talented quarterback you've had in your franchise history. And the one thing that just happens, man, is just the team can't get it together. Team, for some reason, just can't get it together. You get in the postseason, and it's just like this unit doesn't know what they're doing. You talk about how, man, we want it so bad, and we want it so bad. And again, cheap, man. Talk is cheap. We need. It's not even just receivers, man. It's not even just receivers. We need receivers. We need to completely fix this offensive line. Okay, the only two people that need to remain in this offensive line is Stanley when he comes back and Brown. Everybody else you can wash, get them out of here. This offensive line is garbage. The receivers can't get open. The only person that is good is ironically Hollywood Brown. We gave him this season. This is the one dude that showed up in the playoffs. He does not deserve to go home because he's balling out. He does not deserve this crap. Miles Boykin is a waste of space. You're not utilizing him right. Either give him to another. Either don't know how to utilize him. He's just completely waste of a roster spot. Because Boykin has a field. Does not do anything. It is just nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. So, you know, it's just pathetic. It's just pathetic. It's honestly just pathetic. This defense showed up to play today. We'll definitely criticize the whole situation on that touchdown drive. Yeah, I will get to those criticisms and points. Defense came to play. Our offense put up 3 points. 3. What type of pathetic excuse is that? That is absolutely disgraceful. 3 points in a playoff game. Absolutely embarrassing. You are not coming back from this. It's the same old shit. I think it's time, man. Again, I know when you look at the coaching, everyone's always like, they're going to spaz out and say, you always want to go after the coaching, you always want to go after the coaching, you always want to go after the coaching. And the coaching staff in Baltimore, it's there. But it seems like these guys just don't seem to get it together come playoff time. John Harbaugh's supposed to be one of the great coaches of the league. His team is never prepared for the playoffs. You were known for special teams. You were known for special teams. And you're right, they're bums. With all the talent they have and an MVP quarterback, you put up 3 points in the divisional round. Bums. Straight up bums. You don't get excuses to that. Straight up bums. Well, he won a playoff game last week, but you know what? Based on this performance, I mean, he's going to question that too. Maybe it was just Lamar was so focused on that that the team as a whole forgot that there are other playoff games you have to play. It's not just about beating the Titans. You're trying to compete for a Super Bowl. It's not just about showing up for one game. You have to show up for the other. Oh, just another penalty. Absolutely embarrassing. You know what? I think I've said this before. The Kafka has to realize in terms of you have one of two options. Either you fire this dude, which is what everyone in the fan base wants to have, or you bring in a passing coordinator and let him be the only one to call pass plays. Greg Roman cannot scheme up a pass play to save his damn life. He cannot. Okay? He cannot. Financial money, Lamar is a fraud. He's going to look like a fraud today. He's going to look like a fraud. Because even if it's not all his fault, his team didn't help him out. And he himself threw that god awful pick. So if Lamar's going to be called a fraud today, Lamar's going to be called a fraud. Everybody on the team deserves smoke. That's just how it is. Y'all all deserve smoke because you all played like flat out trash, except the defense. Not a single soul should criticize the defense. Defense did their job. They did not lose us this game. The only reason we were in this game is because of the defense. I mean, absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Yeah, Lamar Jackson was trying his best, but at the same time, when you throw that pick, you get criticism. Here's what the Ravens fans like. Lamar Jackson is too best out there. He's got no protection from his offensive line. Same time, while we interception, stop trying to cradle this and pretend that he doesn't deserve any criticism. The man won MVP. I told you guys this after last season. Now that he's an MVP, he will be held up to that standard. Even though it's not all his fault, he's going to get his criticism. Now, I've been trying to fight so that there's fair criticism as to how he's judged. Once he's made mistakes, he's been bad at times. You have to criticize him to a certain extent. It's not all just Lamar. And Lamar, it's not about Lamar just being the problem. It's not, I'm not saying that. You're not hearing me. We talked about it. He has no receivers. He doesn't have an O-line. His center can't even properly snap a football. We understand that. That's what the media needs to talk about. But at football field, look at the interception. That was on him. There were moments in the game where he held the ball too long. All right. Yeah, it's my quarterback no matter what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's exactly that's the same reason. It is my quarterback playing well. And I'm not putting all the blame on him. It's not about shifting blame. You have to get criticism where it's due.
I want every last one of them to say they ain't playing like they wanted to do something today.
Bro, they in New York. Take a bus. They don't deserve a bus.
I don't give a fuck. Bro, not even a bus. Fucking walk back to the stadium.
They ain't gonna walk back to the stadium, bro. They ain't gonna walk back to the
They
stadium.
didn't play like they had a reason to today. The fuck was that?
It's all good, bro. It's all good. Absolutely pathetic, but you know, I don't really care about the Bills put on pedestal. Congratulations to them. They walked, man. They won this game. They won this game. Stop believing your BS is LJ no matter what you say. Listen to me when I'm saying this. This is where everyone's getting the problem. Oh my God, it's not just Lamar Jackson. Listen to me when I say this. Both the Ravens fans and the Lamar critics, both the Lamar fans and the Lamar critics need to listen. And oh my God, when I'm saying this, I feel like I'm in a LeBron situation. Like y'all don't understand. There's a middle ground here. There is a middle ground here. When you criticize Lamar, criticize him for his own play. In this game, there were times he held the ball too much. Criticize Lamar Jackson for holding the ball too much when they actually gave him time to pass. Because there were rare moments of that. You criticize him for that. Criticize him for the interception. What you don't criticize him for is his offensive line open. There is a certain limit as to how it goes.
Sleep.
Like I said, the offensive line was trash.
Lines were sleep.
They were trash.
Receivers lost their hands
Yes,
on the bus.
We know.
It's hard. They lost their hands. I feel like they cut their hands off before they get on the field.
Yes,
That's what fucking happened.
Yes.
Receivers lost their hands.
Yeah.
They knew the run play wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah, they know
Greg Roman still want to run this damn ball.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Oh, you see it's not happening. Do something different. Do something different. So you can run into things.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. But yeah, it's not just about I'm in Baltimore. This connection's trash here. But like I'm not even in Baltimore, I'm just in Maryland in general. Maryland's Wi-Fi is trash. Maybe it's better in Baltimore. Maybe that shit. Nah, I'm gonna stay here.
No, the connection is trash because your dad is cheap.
I mean, it's what it is, bro. But yeah, terrible, just terrible. You know, simple as that. This was just absolutely embarrassing. And here's the thing: people need to understand when it's the whole Lamar Jackson situation. Here's the thing everyone needs to listen to when it's the whole Lamar Jackson situation, because everyone wants to get it. Both the Lamar critics and the Lamar fanboys, you need to understand this. When you're criticizing, first of all, one, for the fans, stop acting like Lamar Jackson does not deserve. I don't know. She going off the molly right now. She pissed. She pissed. She really wanted us to win this game. But like to play. For the Ravens fanboys, understand this. We know the situation. We understand what he's going through. But stop acting like Lamar does not deserve any criticism. That's a big part of why people are getting pissed off. When you're sitting there and acting like Lamar deserves zero criticism, now that's where the issue comes in. At the same time, for the people criticizing him, you cannot put all the blame on him when you are seeing no one else on this team doing it. There is a middle ground to this. Criticize Lamar for his play, his specific play. Yeah, that's my sister. She's wilding. But yeah, you have to criticize him for his play, his specific play. If he plays like trash, if he turns the ball over, if he's holding on to the ball too long, criticize him for that. For his receivers not getting open. Criticize him for making mistakes. That's how it works. After this game, Greg Roman needs to go. The only reason John Harbaugh still has a job at Baltimore is because of Lamar. So if you want Lamar to go, Greg Roman's got to go. John Harbaugh's got to go. Damn near everybody in the coaching staff has got to go. So if that's what you want, if you're saying the Ravens need to move on from Lamar, everybody's got to go because he's the only reason they got a job right now. Lamar is not a quarterback. People will say that to the day he retires. The dude is a quarterback. Everyone's saying he's a running back. That's where the excuses come in. Critique him as a quarterback. He is a quarterback. Okay? He's a quarterback. No matter what you want to say, I know no matter how many touchdown passes he has, no matter what his pass rating is, people are never going to judge him as a quarterback. But he's a quarterback. And at the same time, you just saying that he's not a quarterback is a perfect excuse to be like, well, he's a running back. Of course he was expected to do that. That's giving excuses. The man's a quarterback. That's the position he plays. Criticize him for that. Don't call him, say he's not a quarterback. You can make an argument. I mean, what success has he had? What success has he had without Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs? Look at that defense. They were the true leaders of this team. First 5 years, he had those three there. Baltimore, 3 AFC Championship appearances, 1 Super Bowl, 9 playoff wins. Since then, we've won 2 playoff games now since the Super Bowl. So you can argue John Harbaugh's overrated as hell. You can argue that. I mean, I'm not even lie with that. You can argue that. But yeah, for the people saying that they should get rid of Lamar, if you're going to get rid of Lamar, then at this point, get rid of all of them because he's the only reason they have this. Financial money, if you're actually just trolling and you're not trying to have a serious conversation, man, I'm going to need you to dip. Not even dip. No, you keep trolling. It's your time to enjoy. I'm not about to stop any troll from trolling. The team lost. You enjoy yourself and trolling. But if you're actually trying to have a discussion, I need you to actually, give me actual points. You can't just be like, he's a running back. He's a running back. The dude's not a running back. Give me, an actual discussion, man. 3 points. Absolutely embarrassing, man. Absolutely embarrassing. They need to fix this O-line. They need to get some receivers, and they need to change everything, man. It's been fun this year. Can't wait for next year, man. Definitely can't wait for next year. Hopefully, they have to fix this. I think Eric DeCosta needs to seriously reevaluate this coaching staff because the fact that this team can never seem to actually get ready in the postseason is embarrassing. John Harbaugh is the head coach, and he's also he legit specifies the special teams. I'm not trolling, just the truth. They need the big receiver. It's not even just Lamar. It's the entire team choking. Did you see what happened with Tucker? How did that spread to Tucker? Tucker ain't never been choking. Now all of a sudden he can't hit a field goal under 50 yards? Come on. This entire team's a bunch of choke artists. I wish there was some chance for Harbaugh could be fired. DeCosta is going to really have to think about this. They regressed from last year. They won't go far in the postseason with this current income. Definitely. A lot of changes need to happen in Baltimore, and it needs to happen now. We might have to look at this coaching staff. They're a great coaching staff, but the fact that they're never prepared to play in the playoffs speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. What's up, Deron? Hey, both our teams choked, so you laughed at my receiver. Oh, yeah, you guys are free to laugh. Obviously, we both choked. I mean, feel free to laugh. I'm not going to stop a Steelers fan from laughing at the Ravens' pain. That's how you're supposed to do it. That's the fun part of sports. You know, my team watching the AFC Championship game. That's what's fun about sports. I don't want to be a Lamar Jackson polarization thing. He had a horrible game, but so did the whole offense. Yeah, everyone had a horrible game. Lamar looked like a damn bunny rabbit having water balloons thrown at him. Definitely, they did not protect him. At the same time, there were plays in the game he could have made. He just didn't. So everyone deserves it, man. The Washington football team showed more heart than the Ravens. Yes, they did. That wild card game, they showed more heart than the Ravens did here. Matter of fact, the Rams showed more heart against the Packers than we did. I mean, we were absolutely pathetic. This is an embarrassment. Jared Goff, with an injured thumb, showed more heart than this entire offensive special teams today. More overrated, thanks. First of all, every quarterback, every player in the history of sports has been called overrated. So it means nothing. That's one. Chaps, that is definitely the case. And that's where he needs to be criticized. Ravens might need to trade their future draft picks for Calvin Ridley or Julio Jones. They should have focused on trying to get Calvin Ridley or Julio Jones this year. Maybe it would have been a different situation. Nah, then again, knowing this coaching staff, they don't really know what to do. The media will grill Lamar. He needs to work on his passing this offseason. The media will grill Lamar no matter what. It is what it is. Aren't the Ravens going to lose Judon or Yannick because of the franchise tag? They probably will. I mean, they could always franchise tag Judon again, but I don't know. Well, I guess you jinxed your team. Talking about the Chiefs last week, looking past Buffalo. I didn't look past Buffalo. I said the winner of that game is looking to go and get revenge after Buffalo. I expressed several times in that thing in my preview that the focus is on Buffalo, and both teams are looking to this matchup because if they can get past them, the one team in front of them is their opponent. If they can get past the Ravens, or if the Ravens can get past the Bills, they will have a chance to go up against the Chiefs. I didn't overlook the Bills. I said that was a great matchup that was going to come down to the wire. Stephon Diggs, the second best receiver in the NFL. That's a hot take. That's a hot take because, you got a lot of guys here, man. You got a lot of guys like DeAndre Hopkins. To a Super Bowl, a lot of things have to change. One, he needs to continue to improve as a passer. Two, the style of play that we play change, definitely. So that means either Greg Roman needs to be fired or they got to leave because the way they're actually dealing with these receivers or just scouting these receivers, they don't know what they're doing. The offensive line needs to get fixed. Receiver, they need to get this man big. Man, they need to get big physical receivers for Lamar. Okay, get big physical receivers for Lamar. Lamar improves, fix the offensive line, and with this defense, we should be able to compete for a Super Bowl. That's how I honestly feel. I believe Lamar can get us to the Super Bowl. He has the talent and the motivation. He just needs to continue improving, and this team needs to make improvements as well. Lamar had a rough night, my boy. Hopefully my Chiefs have better luck. You guys, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Don't overlook Cleveland. Keep Yannick and get a pass rush. Need to get Stafford. Lamar sucks. Why the hell would I want Stafford? Stafford doesn't win a playoff game in his entire. He's been in the league longer than Lamar. He has not won a playoff game. Not to mention, Stafford's also the type of person that'll come up clutch or either lose the game in the last second. He has worse luck than Lamar. I don't want Stafford. You could have offered me something better. If you would have said Deshaun Watson, people would have been like, okay, that's fine. But you said Stafford? Stop trolling. Last thing I want to see is what happened with Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram's off the team after this, and I don't know what's going to happen with Dez Bryant. Now, don't get more wide receivers when you don't have a quarterback who can throw. You can keep saying Lamar can't throw, and again, that's going to be the narrative. The man has shown he can throw. I'm not going to continue to do this idiotic argument. Okay, if you want to say he's a bad passer, go ahead. If you want to say he's not where he needs to be as a passer, that's great. But to continue to say he can't throw, that's just idiotic. Justin Tucker was a big impact on the Ravens' loss. Definitely. That could have been a game changer, man. Because when we have a lead, we play differently. Ravens should fire all their coaches. Same playbook. Roman should have been fired. It's time for a change. There's definitely time for a change in Baltimore because the way they're playing right now is not going to get them a Super Bowl. Lamar needs to improve with the team. Well, first, the team needs to make some changes, and Lamar needs to prove himself. Y'all need to get a better O-line that can snap the ball. Yeah, we just need an O-line that can snap the ball, period. Not even just well, just period. We definitely miss Young with that, but head coach gets. So I don't know about that. Lamar, yeah, no, I'm not really going to deal with that. He threw well into the pick six. Yeah, that was just a bad read by him. He tried. You saw Andrews. Did not see the defensive back right there, perfect position to take that and go to the house. Mark is gone. Dez is gone. Snead may be gone. They need some changes, man. Dak versus Lamar in the Super Bowl next year. I'm calling it. I'm not gonna patronize that. Vote for Baltimore. We'll see. I'm gone. I don't want to see our production teams actually better than our football team in terms of execution. Because they're always the production team's always on point. Hollywood would be a lot better if Lamar can have a great season. Hollywood would be better as a number 2. Get Lamar so that's up there with Kelsey. Like my team lost, so what? You think I'm just gonna stop living life for like now until September? But I got a couple shows I gotta catch up on. I'm reading some manga and stuff. Like I got things to do. I still gotta go to work. I got my classes starting up in a couple weeks. I got my life to live. Ravens losing this game. After I've talked about this and had a couple discussions, I move on with my life. So if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. What's that gonna do to me? Again, I've already come to my mindset that I saw the Ravens win the Super Bowl in 2012. I was one of the few fans that got to see my team win a Super Bowl. If we never win a Super Bowl again, I can always live with the 2012 season. Okay? Other teams haven't had that. Buffalo's looking to get there first. If Buffalo wins the Super Bowl and doesn't win anymore, hey, the fans that got to see it, they can live with that. If Kansas City all of a sudden don't become a dynasty, if they end up all of a sudden because of all the talent that's coming in the AFC, if the one Super Bowl they won last year is the one Super Bowl they had, they'll take it. It's the one Super Bowl in 50 years. I don't know why everyone's gonna just believe like enjoy the Chiefs dynasty. Okay, I mean, we sat through the Patriots dynasty. I wasn't crying then. Why would I cry if this becomes a dynasty? I don't know. People think like you're throwing jabs at somebody and that's gonna really hurt somebody. Would you cover the NBA this season? See, I'm trying to cover. First of all, like the end difficult. The season might have just got straight up ruined. It's Lakers Nets because Harden legit pulled a fast one on the Houston Rockets, forced them to trade him, and now he's with Kyrie and KD. I'm not going to get on the NBA right now, but yeah, it's bad. Eric Bieniemy for offensive coordinator or head coach. We need a new O-line and a number 1 receiver. And Eric DeCosta has done a great job, but he dropped the ball when he didn't sign AB. Eric DeCosta has done a great job. When it actually comes to the defense, he's done nothing for the offense. He's done absolutely nothing for the offense. So I think this year coming into the draft, I don't care about what defensive player you can get. There's 2 things. There's one thing you really need to focus on. Fix this offensive line, okay? Fix this offensive line. Fix the offensive line. And honestly, that's really it. Just fix the offensive line. I don't even trust this organization to draft a receiver. I'd rather just go out and get a receiver in free agency. I believe Allen Robinson's open, so he should be available in free agency. Go get Allen Robinson. Yeah, this was embarrassing, man. This was honestly embarrassing, but it is what it is. You just kind of have to move on. That's how sports is. O-line is sorry when it comes to pass blocking. They can't block worth a damn. They can't protect Lamar Jackson. It's honestly embarrassing. I don't really know what to tell you. It's this offensive line. Like I said, the only 2 players should remain at the end of this season. And that is Stanley, who's coming back from injury, and Brown. Everybody else can piss off. You all are garbage. Get off the team. We don't need you on our offensive line. We need you gone, okay? DeCosta needs to take a serious look at this offense, see the problems, and fix it, okay? If Greg Roman needs to be fired, fire Greg Roman. If you need to bring in a passing coordinator so Greg Roman never do so. But does this offense aim? I tell you, man, if you can't be flexible and you can't, man. Imagine it would have been nice. It definitely would have been nice. It would have definitely helped out. Definitely would have helped out. It definitely would have helped out. A number 1 receiver could have helped out Lamar for the most part, especially a receiver that can run the route tree. Just be able to get open. That could legit be his safety blanket. He wouldn't have to rely on Andrews so much. And with that number 1 receiver, the game can open up for both Andrews in the middle and especially for Hollywood downfield. Kevin Durant, 2021 NBA MVP this year. I don't even know if they're gonna get to the finals. I mean, first of all, they could probably get to the finals. I mean, if they don't get to the finals, this will be an embarrassment. You got arguably three top 10 players. And then secondly, you'll probably be seeing the Lakers there. So LeBron and AD versus KD, Harden, and Kyrie. That'll be an interesting matchup. But I don't know if KD will be the one to get finals MVP. Possibly. Defense played their hearts out, and our offense just couldn't get it done. Our offense was embarrassing. I say Lamar did good this season. Yeah, Lamar had a pretty solid season. Just hope he continues to make improvements and come back. Why can't you reconnect? Oh, fantastic. You turned off my Wi-Fi. That's fantastic. Am I back? Someone actually turn off. But yeah, I think maybe there's man curse this man curse that. The was the whole, what's it called, outbreak we suffered this season. It is what it is. The season's over. You just move on and you do something else. That's just how it is. So, Lamar himself needs to, now he's going into year 4. He needs to seriously take a look at himself, his ability as a passer, where he needs to improve, and he needs to take strides. One thing that I would really feel would help him out is, I know himself. He doesn't really look at anybody else's game. But one thing is, one thing I would love is, him and Drew Brees kind of, they kind of loves Lamar. We saw that in the Pro Bowl. They kind of ended up building a connection. And Drew Brees was like, hey, if you ever need anything, don't be afraid to call me. And I'm thinking, Lamar, this is a golden opportunity. This is Drew Brees. This is one of the greatest passes in the history of the game. I would love, if I woke up and I heard that come true to me. I'm to focus on it. But you know what? One thing is because he like Drew Brees can to see after Drew Brees. But overall, we'll just see what happens. Yeah, at least we better than the Steelers. We're better off than the Steelers right now because they're trying to figure the situation out. But at the same time, neither of us are any closer to a Super Bowl championship. So it is what it is. The recap for this game, so I can hand you guys that. That would definitely be useful. Brees may retire, so you can mentor him. Yeah, Brees would definitely be great to mentor him. But Ravens really traveled to Buffalo to kick 3 field goals and that's the season. And now you just gotta go home and make improvements for the next season. And you see what you can do from there. So we'll just see what happens. Yeah. That being said, I have to definitely go make this recap for you guys. Honestly, this isn't really a time for me to be pissed off. I don't know. I'll probably get angry in the game because I'm really, I don't know. I've been really chill here, but I'm sure when I make the recap and just sit down and rewatch the game, I'm going to be pissed off. But it is what it is. It is what it is. With that being said, thanks for watching. My Wi-Fi is constantly trash. My internet is terrible. But you guys try to manage for me. If I can, that's the one thing. I would love to live stream games, but I actually got to get that going. Nobody's going to pay. Who the hell is going to pay anybody Mahomes level money? Lamar's not getting that. Sean's not getting that. Nobody's paying Mahomes level money. Okay? Not even 100% sure the Chiefs were looking to give Mahomes that level money, but you win MVP and then go out. We win MVP your first year as a starter, and then you go out and win a Super Bowl champion with an MVP. You got to pay him all the money. That's just how it works. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go make my recap video. We'll see what happens there. We'll see how it goes. Should be definitely refilling, or at least refreshing or something like that. And then I'll just, chill out. I got other stuff to read and other stuff to do. So we'll see how that goes. With that being said, I will see you guys with my recap video. Thanks for